Okay, so here's how we create markers in Soundtrap. Now, Soundtrap doesn't actually have a markers feature like you have in lots of other DAWs, but we can kind of pretend like we have markers by doing this. We're going to just add a track, and we'll choose pianos and keyboards. Doesn't really matter. We're just going to use a not audio track, some sort of MIDI track. And then we're going to add a region. Zoom in here. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to rename. So I just clicked on edit, and we'll choose edit name. And then let's say this is maybe the intro part of our song. Or if you're doing film scoring, this might be, the start of your cue or something. Say OK. And then now, when I hover over it, I get the name. And so I'm going to maybe make this guy, let's say that is 8 bars long. I'll go over here and add Control click or right click, create another region, change this guy's name to something like verse 1. Or again, if you're doing film scoring, this might be, you would look at the time down here, and let's say, maybe it needs to be right at, zoom in a little more so we can get a finer detail here. Like let's say there's a hit that needs to happen at 18.3 seconds. So we just drag this guy over here to right there. And then if you know how long your hit is, you drag it out to whatever, and then give it a name. But in this case, if we're doing just names of song sections, same idea, right? Just give it a name and then drag it out for however long that section is going to be. Now, the one downside to this is you don't actually see these names unless you hover over the actual region or clip. However, you do at least get a nice visual guide here, and you can kind of see that, oh, this whole area here is a section, even if you don't know what it is unless you hover over it. You can also, one last little detail, is you can also obviously change the color of the track. So if you want to just like always have your markers be, I don't know, orange or whatever, and then make sure the rest of your tracks are never orange, that helps you clearly identify between the two. So that's it. Simple markers in Soundtrap.